What is up, YouTube? This is my first video. I'm just going to be bringing you some Forza 7 gameplay. Nothing really special. It's mostly what this channel is going to be about, just some Forza. Not many YouTubers I see playing this game anymore, but I still enjoy it, and I still think that you can get some good racing out of this game. So, yeah, let's just get right into it. So to kick things off, we're going to the Nürburgring, and I believe this is some div spec racing. So I just chose the Porsche GT2 RS, I believe. I think this was the cover car. No, this is the older version maybe, not sure to be honest. But yeah, I was going to take a nice tight line in there. I don't think there's any contact there, try to keep it clean. I always try to keep it clean. Okay, that wasn't very clean, and honestly this race isn't that clean either. Coming around turn 3, little contact, thought he slowed down a little bit too much. Not really sure, can't be the one to make the call on that. I'm just going to run this a little wide. Honestly, I don't mind extending the track a little bit on the first lap just to keep it clean as much as possible, or just stay out of trouble really. I guess extending the track isn't too clean, but yeah, a little bit of a dive bomb there. I did wait for him here. If you look at the bottom right corner where my gas pedal is, I was completely off the throttle, so I don't know why he didn't go. But yeah, now it's all about maybe being a little defensive, but mostly trying to pull a gap on the rest of the field. A lot of the cars are pretty evenly matched here, so it's all down to driver skill at this point. This car handled really weird. I did really like it, a lot of rear end grip, a little bit of understeer, but nothing that I couldn't handle. So about halfway through the lap now, I've pulled a little bit of a gap, we can see, but nothing too crazy. Like I said, it's just about putting our head down and really gapping the rest of the field. I realize that in these online races, that's what it's really about. If you can just get out in front at the start of the race, let them all fight, you can pretty much, if you're a decent driver like me, I'm not a very good driver, but I'm alright, you can pretty much just pull away and then really focus on getting your one good clean lap in, and you can qualify then for the next race up in first place. So I believe I'm going to whip it forward here just because there wasn't much interesting. To the end of the second lap, as you can see as I look forward at my screen, 3-second gap we've pulled. These guys in this lobby weren't too bad, but this car was really fast. I think the guy behind me was driving the Ferrari, either that or the Aston Martin. I honestly don't care what tune you have. I found that this car was pretty quick. Unless they really just weren't as good of a driver as me, but I really doubt that's the case. Rounding out lap 2. Again, nice little gap here, and again, just gonna flip it to the end of the race. A little 4-second, 5-second gap. Nothing too crazy, but if you look, I did get a clean lap in there, so for the next race, which I don't think is actually the next race, I would have qualified first. So I think a 204 isn't too bad. I think GT3 cars run like a little bit under 2 minutes, but yeah. Next race, we take it to Road America, one of the alternate circuits, which I don't care much for, but you know, you get what you get. This is the Hot Hatch something. I don't know, but I've always used the Clio, the Renault Clio. Amazing car for this class. I actually started not using it because, well, as you'll see here, it pulls quite a gap pretty quickly and makes for some boring racing. But at this point, I was still using it. And this race is really just about getting those fast, clean laps down again. Qualify good for the next race and take the win home on this one. Yeah, that's about it. I cut the track a little bit there, but it's alright. We got 4 full laps of this. Coming up to the turn where nobody knows where the track limit is, so I just cut it. And actually, this is a good point right here. Look, you see me flipping the screen back there. I'm trying to see what the other drivers are doing. This car gets a really good launch because it's mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, and we're against a lot of front-wheel drive cars. So I always like to gauge what my competitors are doing. If they're going to cut the track, I mean, I'll do it. I usually don't like to. If I can win without cutting the track, while they are cutting the track, I won't. But a lot of the time you can't gain the time lost from not cutting. But as you can see there, clean lap. Actually faster than their dirty laps, which is pretty good. But moving on to the third race of the video. Alright, so I believe we are now just in A-Class. I'm using the Ford GT. And this race will be a little bit more interesting. Sorry, dry throat. This is the best corner in the game. As you can see, absolutely no remorse for human life. This Alfa Romeo just flies right up my butt. Coming out 5th place, just again took it wide, but you know, just trying to keep it clean. I'm pretty sure I fucked this up pretty bad. Oh no, I actually drove it good. Alright. Usually I absolutely bottle that corner. This Mitsubishi's actually going to get a pretty good run, but the Ford GT in A-Class has quite good straight line speed. So we're going to be able to take care of them there. Reeling in 4th place here. You can brake pretty late on this corner. I braked too early there. That guy really should have just ran me off. I deserved it. That was terrible judgment. Trying to maybe catch up to Parked Racing, which is... it's a gamer tag. Oh, speaking of gamer tags. If you look in the bottom left, you can see I'm Alpha Male 5106. That's my backup account. Really gotta have a talk with Forza because this is the second time I've been banned recently. The first time it was just for a week, so I just didn't play. This time though, I had to make a second account because they banned me for a month. If you watch my racing, and you'll see in my upcoming videos, I'm not a dirty racer. They banned me for ramming, which I don't do generally. Every now and again I'll get someone back, you know, you kind of have to. There's some real douchebags on this game, but yeah, well, I mean, I tapped him there a little bit. I'll let him go, keep his position, and Christ, which is fairly controversial, is off the track there. But yeah, my actual gamer tag is R4M space skinny, hence my YouTube name, or pretty close to that. I'm not actually part of the clan, but I had to change my gamer tag from something else because I thought that was why I was getting banned. Well, clearly that's not the case. It's just because, well, who knows, someone maybe got reported by like 50 people for winning too many races. Yeah, no, that's not the case. Anyway, nice little move on the you know what, I'm pretty sure it's Ford, but I'm not even going to say anything because most likely I'm wrong. Nice little track cut by Derek Archive, and absolutely fucks that up. Too much throttle, but oh no, never mind. I thought that I thought that Firebird was I think it's a Trans Am. I thought that was definitely gonna pull away from there, but it didn't. Ford GT has pretty good straight line speed. Just stick my nose up the inside, and pretty clean move. A little bit of contact, but I think I would have got that done either way, to be honest. And again, good straight line speed from the Ford. As we're going to come up to Eau Rouge and whatever the other corner's name is, I don't really care. Again, kind of surprised I didn't fuck it up. Derek's just going to say, you know, fuck track limits. Pretty much like every other Forza driver. I try to race it clean. Like I said earlier, I think it's more fun that way. When you cut, for instance, on Circuit of the Americas, as I go defensive here, thought I'd put that out there, you can still do that on Forza. You know, it's a general racing etiquette to show what side of the track you're going to before the turn, and yes, you can do that in Forza, even though most drivers do not. Anyway, for instance, Circuit of the Americas on this game is really bad because there's that the back section, I call it. I don't know the name of the fucking turns, but there's like a triple chicane, and you can just cut all the corners, and it really makes it not fun to race on that track because well, if you do cut the corners, you risk hitting the tire walls that they have strategically placed around the circuit. Which again, that's why you shouldn't cut corners. But if someone can successfully cut them, they knock like 10 seconds off of a 3-minute race, or sorry, 3-lap race. And if they're any decent, you know, 10 seconds in a 3-lap race is a lot of time. Like for instance, this this guy that's in first place right here, he's 3 seconds ahead, 2-lap race, and he's pretty fast, and I'm not fast, as you can see, as I, absolutely bottle another corner. But yeah, it really ruins the game, and I hope that they get it cleaned up for the next Forza, because I really think that's the only reason right now that GT Sport might be the game that most YouTubers are going to. You just get better racing. Unless it's a Forza channel, which in that case the channel's focused on Forza rather than racing itself, because you don't get much good racing in this game, which is unfortunate. But you can get some good races. This race is pretty good. No crazy battles, but as we round out the bus stop, a little love tap from Race Car Bed. Yeah, I don't really understand that, but yeah, those are gonna be the only race I have for you guys today. I'll have some more in the upcoming weeks. Just been kind of busy. Wanted to get this started though, so figured to make a quick commentary. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, maybe drop a subscribe. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one.